It's the all-new Sports Visions with Dale Williams and DJ Jones, your hometown sports guys. Two damn good dogs.
Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome, man. We are rolling in this football thing, man. The train is rolling on the high school track. It's rolling on the college track. And definitely on the professional track.
That's right, DJ. And again, as we keep saying, there's still a lot of football to be played, DJ, but don't believe the hype, DJ.
Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have an opportunity to talk about your favorite teams, Auburn, Alabama, Georgia, and Georgia Tech. And we also have an opportunity to introduce you to the Ledger Enquirer's prep football writer or prep sports writer, because he does it all. It's all, it's all about
that's right.
Whatever he wants to do, whatever season it is. But we'll introduce you to Jordan Hill. We're looking forward to that.
That's going to be big, DJ. Jordan Hill, welcome to the show. And we ready, DJ.
Absolutely. All that and more coming up next on Sports Visions.
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. I'm pleased to have with me one of the talented young men in this town that does sports. He writes for the Ledger. He's actually the prep sports writer, and I know that your life is not going to be the same after you have come on and joined us, but we've been telling everybody about you. I'm glad to have you. Welcome, Jordan Hill.
Well, I appreciate it, DJ. Glad to have a chance to sit in and talk a little sports with you guys.
Absolutely, and it doesn't hurt the fact that you are a Georgia Bulldog.
Absolutely. We got to keep the trend going, get these Bulldogs on here.
And for you other folks out there that are in the ACC and the SEC, hey, we're all about it. It's all about love. But, again, we had to do it somewhere, and we did our thing.
We've got our priorities, right?
Absolutely. All right, let's get right to it, man. First of all, talk about where you went to school and how long ago have you been actually in school, and now how long have you been on the job?
Well, graduated from the University of Georgia last December. Been here in Columbus in the little media pack with you guys since January. So kind of getting settled in now in Muskogee County and covering the various teams in Georgia and over the river there in Alabama. So yeah, been here since January and hit the ground running and trying to go as fast as I can.
Now, you followed in the footsteps of some great sports writers around here, but obviously, man, you've done some exceptional work in such a short period of time. I mean, I love the little flair and some of the extra nuances that you put in some of your reports.
Well, I appreciate that. I try to, keep it interesting, try to give readers what they want, let them know about their teams, and a lot of good players, a lot of good athletes around here, and it's a good opportunity to showcase those guys.
Now, I know there have been a few changes or cutbacks somewhat in the staffing, so you're not able to have as much help as you like, but again, I can't tell because you're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've told people if I could clone myself, man, I would have been all over it because we cover 19 high schools, like I said, in Georgia and in Alabama. So there's always something going on, which is good for me. It's a good chance to get out to see the various teams, different sports that are going on. And it's been a fun ride, man. It's been fun to see the people, come in and enjoy the stuff and get to learn more about their teams.
Let's talk high school football. I know we've been talking the last couple of weeks about the mighty, mighty Central Red Devils, #1 in the state of Alabama. But let's talk about some of the other teams that are doing well, because I know you're out there. And who else do you think, or who else do you see making a run in the playoffs?
Really it starts behind Central would be Manchester, Class A team, about 30 minutes outside of Columbus. They're in Class A. Really impressed with what they've done, wing T offense and defense that just doesn't quit. They're not afraid to just line up and hit guys, and they've done that all year. Manchester is a team I really like. Here in Muskogee County, Northside, I feel like is the best team of the region, 1-4A teams in Columbus. Really like what they've done on offense. Fred Davis at running back. On the defense, they got guys like Caleb Johnson, who's getting looks from teams like Tennessee and, of course, Georgia.
Yes.
Got to put Georgia in there. Other guys on defense, Taylon Gamble. Really like what Northside's done. Hardaway right there. They've had a few bad breaks late in games, but they're still a really talented team. Marco Lee, running back. guy that you give 30, 35 carries, and, man, he looks like Nick Chubb out there. He's just running guys over, not afraid. And so, yeah, those would probably be my top teams, Marion County as well. Some of those top teams, man, very fun to watch every Friday night.
Now, I know that you got some favorite coaches out there. I know Jamie DuBose is doing a wonderful job, as we mentioned, with the Central Red Devils, but there's some other coaches that have intrigued you or gotten your attention.
Evan Hostetler at Manchester. He's a guy that his father was a very well-renowned coach in the state. He's actually Evan's offensive coordinator now, and they've been rolling. Morgan Ingram at Northside. They dealt with several important losses from the last team. Lost their quarterback who transferred to Glenwood. Man, they've not missed a beat since he left. I want to give a shout out to Justin Newman at Jordan. I know the win and loss record doesn't necessarily reflect it, but man, he's done a lot in his second year there at Jordan. Got a guy, Emmanuel Mann, who Alabama's looking at. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. I got you.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. You know what? We met you last year at our 9th annual Columbus Valley Area High School Football Luncheon, and we're looking forward to having you at our 10th annual, of course, with Dabo Sweeney. And again, we appreciate you. Why don't you go ahead and let folks know before you go where they can find you on the social media side.
Absolutely. Well, on Twitter, for me, it's at Jordan Davis Hill. You can follow our sports coverage at LE Sports, stuff all over the Ledger Inquirer's website. And so, yeah, follow us on Twitter and check out the content that's sure to come.
All right. We look forward to having you back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is Sports Visions.
Hey, folks, Terry Bell here with my man, Mr. James Stallworth, the infomercial superstar.
Get off the couch.
Get off the couch.
Yep.
That's his logo. But we got something a little more important today to talk about. Football season, before we go there, my NC State Wolfpack beat Florida State and Louisville. I know nobody knows about NC State out there, the Wolfpack. But how about us, Mr. Stallworth?
Hey, man, that may be the #1 team.
Well, we're going to be ranked. Hey, us being ranked is like Alabama being #1. We play basketball up there. But we've got the Heisman Trophy here. October 25th to the 30th, come right here to Headquarter Nissan. And by Nissan sponsoring the Heisman, we've got, you see behind us,
Yeah,
we got a couple of.
We got Desmond over there.
Got Desmond.
Marcus over here.
Marcus over here. So we invite everybody to come out to see the Heisman. Nissan, I think it's like their 8th or 9th year, and everybody sees the commercials. Very cool.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
You like
awesome.
it?
Big event. We're gonna talk about.
Are you gonna do the Heisman pose?
I'm gonna say that to the next.
You're gonna save it to the next one. But we appreciate y'all joining in. We had a great ceremony last Thursday. We had the Global Award of Excellence. We're one of the top 50 Nissan stores, James. It was a great turnout.
Man, that was awesome, man. What are we gonna talk about today? The new Titan.
The new Titan. James wants to go to the new Titan, the American Titan, James.
Yeah, the big bad Titan.
You know why they call it American Titan?
Because it's built in America.
Look at that. James has got it. Built in Canton, Mississippi. It was designed, built, manufactured here. It's got America's best truck warranty, 5-year, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper. We got the diesel, XD, we got the regular size, we got
20,
all of them.
I think it's 42 different models between a V6, V8, and diesel. But James is talking about, he wants to bring up, if you buy a Titan between now and the end, you get a
four-wheeler.
You get a four-wheeler hunting season. Come out and see it. They're giving us that sign. What does that mean, James?
It's time to wrap it up.
See you on the next show.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. It's now time for our Atlanta Falcons report. And Dale, I tell you, man, coming off of an off week, man, I was not impressed at all with the Falcons, especially with the Miami Dolphins coming into Mercedes-Benz Stadium and being spotted 17 points and ended up leaving with a victory.
Well, DJ, again, sticking with the theme of this show, don't believe the hype. And I think really the Atlanta Falcons start believing in themselves that a little bit too much. 17-0 lead, DJ. Again, they have really, the Brotherhood has some bad habits, DJ. I mean, one of them being they get a lead, they can't hold a lead. Undisciplinedness, 15-yard penalties. I mean, turnovers here and there. And you were playing against Jay Cutler.
Jay's all right, man. Jay's a Vanderbilt, man. He's an SEC guy.
Well, okay. Well, he's a good guy, but they got to get better, DJ. And really, the defensive line, the weakness there showed up during the game. Them not being able to get off the field on third down again on defense. game, and I got to get some more emotions out of Dan Quinn, DJ. I got to get him to stick these guys up.
You said that, but more importantly for me, and I know, a lot of folks probably saying the same things, is that when you got the greatest wide receiver on the planet, you got to figure out a way to get the ball to him in the red zone. I mean, obviously, he wasn't targeted enough, first and foremost, for me last game. However, when you get down in the red zone inside the 20, you got to go to Julio. Some kind of way you got to figure out how to get the ball to him.
I mean, again, he is the least targeted receiver for the Falcons when the ball gets inside the 20. How did that happen, DJ? All-pro receiver, touchdowns galore, but really one of the biggest things other than that, man, they even running the ball. They didn't do a good job running the ball. I think offensively and defensively, the Miami Dolphins controlled the line. But really, DJ, we kind of, the Falcons are really blessed at this point because they easily can be 1-4.
Yes.
Right now. And really, to be around and want to listen to the internet and social media and all these people telling them how good they are, man, they are struggling right now, DJ, and they got to win. They got to win some games. On the road, they got to win some games.
Absolutely. So the next 3 games, from my recollection, they are going on the road. But I do know this. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Sunday, there were a lot of disappointed Atlanta Falcons fans. And you know what? They're going to have to do something to turn that around because last thing we want to see the last half of the season, second half of the season, is for a lot of empty seats to be in that building.
Well, DJ, I saw some empty seats in there yesterday, during the game. But I think one of the biggest things that we said this earlier, either Mercedes-Benz Stadium is going to be the largest food court in the country, or it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. And I think right now it's not that at all. People in Atlanta, anything less than the Super Bowl for the Atlanta Falcons fan, they don't want to hear about it. But the Falcons got to play better. And they can't even get out of the AFC East, DJ. They're 0-2, and then they got the Jets, and they got the Patriots, DJ. So it's going to be interesting, player.
And, of course, to be honest with you now, it sounds like doom or gloom, but it's still early in the season. There's still a lot of time for the Falcons and Dan Quinn to get this thing together because they still have all that talent. They still have the championship chemistry. And, again, Aaron Rodgers has gone down now. So the Packers coming out of the NFC, if the Falcons can take care of business, I don't expect to see Green Bay there.
Well, DJ, again, there's a lot of football still to be played, but even just with the Falcons and all around the league, the biggest story is that they're not the same team. The other piece is that the Philadelphia Eagles are playing great. Carson Wentz and these guys, I saw them play against the Panthers. They're doing well. But I think one big thing that everybody's got to keep in mind, that when the Falcons do start winning, they got to win a lot of games, and they got to beat everybody in their division, DJ, to even get to the playoffs.
You said that right, because, again, we don't know if the right Cam Jordan or Cam Newton. I got so much going on right now. Cam Newton, if the right one shows up, we don't know if he's going to be the MVP one week or if he's going to be a guy that throws 3 or 4 interceptions next week. But I got to know that when the Falcons, on this 3-game road trip, I think the 3rd game is against the Panthers.
That's right.
In Charlotte.
That's right.
And again, you talk about the Jets playing the Jets the 2nd game, and of course this week playing against New England. Hey man, this is an opportunity for them to make a statement.
Well, this DJ, these next 3 games are the most important games for the Atlanta Falcons. And yes, like we always were trained and taught, 1 game at a time, but they got to get a win, DJ. I don't care how they get it. They got to get a win and get out of this funk because they can easily come back to Atlanta, Georgia, DJ, almost 3-5, and that's just not going to be acceptable at all.
Now, quickly, let's talk a little bit about Aaron Rodgers. I mentioned him earlier, but him going down, again, what a big blow for the Packers. Broke his collarbone. He broke his non-throwing shoulder earlier in his career, but again, that's going to be a big letdown, not just for the Green Bay Packers, but for the league as well.
It's for the league is a letdown, DJ, but people seem to think that even with the Hatley kid that came out of UCLA, he's going to be a good person to manage the game. It's going to be a slower game. I think the Packers have now the personnel that they really want to have in place. So I think they're going to continue to try to do well. They're still in first place with the Vikings. So it's going to be interesting to see who come out of that NFC North.
Lastly, let's talk a little bit about a young man that had to leave home and, of course, ended up in New Orleans. I'm talking Adrian Peterson, former Miami, Minnesota Viking, who's now in actually with the Arizona Cardinals and had just a breakout day, and he still got something left in the tank.
He still has something left in the tank. Got a little wiggle, DJ. I saw him do a little wiggle a little bit, and 26 carries for 134 yards. The guy's now washed up. He got a lot of life in his legs, DJ, and really to be running on fresh legs and where he's come from, that's good. I think it works out both for the Saints.
Absolutely. Hey, we're going to take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come eat and drink like a boss.
Hello everybody, I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people, but when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson & Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380.
Call now.
You okay?
What happened?
Dad kind of walked into my swing.
Huh? Don't you mean Dad kind of ruined our Hawaii fund?
Ah!
I should go to the hospital. There goes the airfare. I don't think health insurance will cover all of that. Without that cash from Aflac, we might have to choose between Hawaii or your face.
Hawaii.
What? Oh, Hawaii.
You might have less coverage than you think. Visit Aflac.com and keep your lifestyle healthy.
Aflac! Attention Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Sports Visions Entertainment presents the Party Bus Lifestyle. Take a trip with us. Don't worry about driving. 15, 25, 30 of your sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, family, or friends. Get to travel in luxurious lifestyle, in-town or out-of-town visits. Come travel with us and experience the exclusive luxury Party Bus Lifestyle. Call 706-681-1136 or 706-681-5192. And welcome back to Sports Visions. It's now time for a segment deal that I enjoy doing because you, those people right out there, have an opportunity to email us. They have opportunity to call us and send us suggestions, Facebook us, and want to hear our opinions on what's going on in the world of sports. And now, of course, the most popular topic this week, and we call it On the Wall, is that the parents out there now, they're concerned. We're late in the high school season. Nobody's coming out to watch their son. They hadn't got any offers. And obviously, for the better than anything else, what should they do at this point in time? You're in high school, you're a senior, hadn't had any letters, you hadn't had any offers. What do you do?
Well, what you need to do is basically you want to continue to take the SAT or the ACT test. Make sure you can get in school. The other piece is this: every time, every game, you want to send your highlight reel to some schools, some promising schools where you might want to go. Look at it as like, I might have to walk home. So send your stuff to some places where you probably know that you can go and at least you can play, but at least you'll have your stuff out. And you gotta do that, whether it's Tuskegee, whether it's Morehouse, whether it's the University of Georgia. If you want to be a walk-on, that's one good thing about being a walk-on. You can apply anywhere you want to. So that's the good thing about it. That's what I would do, and that's what I would tell anybody that's out there now.
Well, one thing I like to say, it is what it is. At this point, and if you have a senior now that is not getting any looks, hey, that doesn't mean he's not going to play at the next level. However, what you have to be, parents and young student athletes, be realistic. Be realistic. Are you good enough to play where you want to play? I mean, obviously, everybody can't play Division I, and they've been recruiting these kids in this area since they were sophomores and juniors. So, again, like you said, make sure that you, first of all, can qualify to get into school. And, again, we talked to the Tuskegee and Morehouse coaches a couple of weeks ago. They were in town for the Classic, and they said, hey, look, we don't have the budgets to go out and recruit. And send us your film. Huddle right now. They have highlight reels if your kid is on the field playing and he has some good highlights. Send them. Get them to the coaches. There are a number of other schools, Division II, Division III, junior colleges. get the information in their hands so that, and don't take for granted that the head coach is going to do all of that, even though I'm sure most coaches work just as hard for their kids as anybody. But parents, you got to take the, you got to take the leadership role in this because this is your kid.
Well, really, you have to take the initiative, DJ. The parent and the kid has to take the initiative. The coach, basically, coach is really, he sits there, and then you got people that are coming in. You got scouts coming in, or you got coaches from all over the country coming in. They can recommend your son or your daughter. But at the same time, DJ, do not leave it up to the coach. It's all left up to you, and that's one thing that we're going to continue to talk about through the year, DJ. The earlier you get qualified, DJ, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, you want to already know that you're qualified NCAA clearinghouse. You want to already know that by your senior year. You don't want to wait till the last minute, DJ, because, again, everybody got their board ready for 2018. Everybody kind of know, well, okay, if you're a diamond in the rough, or they just find out by going to see a 5-star player, like, oh, I like that kid right there, you can get in. But every week, send your highlight reel somewhere where you know that you can get in and somewhere that you could possibly play. Because, again, it's always going to come down to your academics, DJ. And we've been talking about that, and the kids have been hearing about this since the 8th grade.
Absolutely. And, again, when you talk about it, be realistic. I keep saying that because I want to put emphasis and make sure you understand, because today, especially with all the different scouting services, with all of these different huddle and ways to send your film out, obviously, yeah, you might still have a few people that fall through the cracks, but for the most part, if you can play college football at the next level, they'll find you.
That's right, DJ. It's not where you go, it's what you do where you are, but they will find you. And those to the senior that has gotten letters over all the years, from Middle Tennessee State to Sanford to Stanford to Auburn, anywhere that they've gotten a letter from, somebody inquiring about them, fill out those applications. I don't care where the school is, fill out the application. Get your transcript ready, have it handy, keep it handy, send it out, and every week get your highlight reel and send it to those people who already got you on their mailing list. Send it to those people. Everybody can't go to Auburn. Everybody can't go to Alabama. Go where you can play. Go where you can go and where you're going to be happy. But most of all, go where you're going to get a good education.
And we like to say, you got to love who loves you. If you got a scholarship offer from a historically black college, if you got an offer from a Division I school, if you hadn't got an offer and you think that you deserve to go to a school, those schools, they don't love you. If you hadn't got any information, you haven't been contacted by one of those schools and been contacted by somebody else, make sure that you follow up. Love who loves you. Remember that. All right, we'll take a short break. This is Sports Visions.
This is Daryl Bird at Headquarters Nissan. When Dale and DJ go on the road with Sports Vision, they go on the road with a Nissan vehicle. For all your Nissan vehicle needs, call Daryl at Headquarters Nissan at 706-304-9681.
Come on out to the Office Sports Bar and Grill. Whether meeting up with friends, colleagues, or family, you will feel right at home. We have live music from local artists, happy hour from 4 to 6 daily, and outstanding daily specials. The Office Sports Bar and Grill is not your typical sports bar. Come eat and drink like a boss.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson & Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380. Call now.
Are you okay?
What happened?
Dad kind of walked into my swing.
Don't you mean Dad kind of ruined our Hawaii fund?
I
should go to the hospital.
There goes the airfare. I don't think health insurance will cover all of that. Without that cash from Aflac, we might have to choose between Hawaii or your face.
Hawaii.
What?
Oh, Hawaii.
You might have less coverage than you think. Visit Aflac.com and keep your lifestyle healthy.
Aflac!
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Columbus, it's a Nissan town.
Attention Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and the surrounding areas. Sports Visions Entertainment presents the Party Bus Lifestyle. Take a trip with us. Don't worry about driving. 15, 25, 30 of your sorority sisters, fraternity brothers, family, or friends. Get to travel in luxurious lifestyle, in-town or out-of-town visits. Come travel with us and experience the exclusive luxury Party Bus Lifestyle. Call 706-681-1136 or 706-681-5192. And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Vision Deal. I'm excited that we have an opportunity. You know, we've been talking about this guy for several weeks now. We finally had an opportunity to have Jordan join us. And again, with his expertise with high school prep sports, man, it's just going to be an added addition to the show. It's going to be big, DJ, and it adds credibility to our show. Yeah, we know we got players around here, but to hear from some guy that with the Ledger Enquirer, he knows there's players in this area, and we continue to give all the attention to these high school kids. And what can we say? Congratulations once again to the University of Alabama, #1 in the country for 8 straight weeks. And again, Georgia Bulldogs moving up into that #3 spot, Dale. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. I'm not buying it, DJ. And again, it's so early and there's so much football to be played. Holler at me in December. And, of course, the Georgia Bulldogs are off, and they got the world's largest cocktail party. This is our show, so we can say that. That's right. World's largest cocktail party coming up, and we're planning on going. That's going to be big, DJ. You know, anytime you can go to St. Simon, Jekyll Island, Amelia Island, and Jacksonville to a Georgia-Florida game, oh, man, that's a bucket list. Trust me. Hey, man, we're closer and closer, getting closer and closer to the World Series, man. I know right now that a couple of your favorite teams are in that thing, but, again, in the midst of football season, preseason, NBA, college basketball starting to practice, man, you know what? Somewhere this thing get lost. No, the World Series don't get lost, but, we already know there's some traditional teams in there. Anytime the Dodgers and the Cubs are playing, and then you got the Astros and the Yankees playing, they got great traditional lineage behind them. It's a great opportunity to have and see who's going to be Mr. October this year. And I think really, I'm liking them Dodgers. I'm a traditionalist, DJ, but I'm going to go with the Dodgers and the Astros. Because, I love the Astros, man. And I'm going to do just the opposite. I'm going to go with the Cubs and the Yankees because I love Judge. I love the Judge, and I love the fact for Chicago to win back-to-back World Series. Oh, man, that would be something. I mean, Harry Carey would be walking around town if the Cubs win back-to-back, DJ. All right, before we go, definitely want to make sure you know that coming up on Wednesday, December the 13th, our 10th annual Sports Visions High School Football Awards Luncheon. It'll be at St. Luke at 11:30. We're going to have over 60 of the top players from East Alabama, West Central Georgia, and over 25 of the top coaches that'll be there. And again, Dabo Swinney is our guest speaker. That's right. Even though Clemson lost this week, Ross Cathy, he's still coming. Dabo still be here, DJ. All right. Well, that's going to do it for all the sports we have for you today. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.
Be sure to check out our Facebook page, Sports Visions TV Show, or our website, www.sportsvisionsusa.com.
Every remaining 2017 Nissan must go at Headquarter Nissan. Over 400 left, and they're all priced to sell. Drive a new Rogue for just $19,800. $19,800. Drive a new Altima for just $17,540. $17,540. That's right, a new Rogue just $19,800. A new Altima just $17,540. And they're all backed by a lifetime warranty. Hurry, because once they're gone, they're gone.